What's happening, guys? Here I am back. I'm not here to talk about Survivor. I'm not here to show you a travel vlog or video. I'm here to talk about a certain person. Now, I very rarely, if ever, I don't think I ever actually talked about any one individual, other than if it's Johnny from Survivor or someone I might have played with. I'm talking about, let's talk about someone's character. So I'm about to attack someone's character, but it is because this person, Andrew Tate, was on Big Brother. I feel like that gives me the right to speak my mind. He obviously believes in freedom of speech. So I'm going to speak my mind about this dude. I would call him I was about to say gentleman, but that changes real fast, especially if you go through and watch some of his videos. Now I went back and I watched videos on Andrew Tate to get more information about him, because I never really known about him. I would hear his voice in the background of maybe some inspirational TikTok or something like that, which is insane. Let's back up here. Now, Andrew Tate has been banned from most social media platforms, if not all of them. I don't know. By the end of the day, he may be banned from everything. I don't think he makes his money off of social media, even though that's a large portion of it. I think that he has some sort of man up university type, you give me your money, I'll tell you how to make money type thing. Basically a scam. So you're just an idiot if you pay for that type of information. Just because you have a loud voice and you can talk like this, and you're not a man if you don't wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and start doing push-ups. Matter of fact, I wake up at 4:59. I wake up before I wake up and start doing push-ups. That's 25 hours in my day. Yeah, I can do that too. But, and some people fall for it. So he was banned, and then now we're going to have people holler free speech, free speech. You guys know that I am on the right, not far right, obviously, somewhat in the middle, maybe independent. I believe in freedom of speech, I do. But I don't believe that you can holler fire in a movie theater or bomb on an airplane. I think that there's something called hate speech. There is. And I think it is very important that we understand that, guys. Guys on the right. A lot of people here probably watching, or some maybe before on the right, because they follow my channel and they think that I'm a far right and think that all speech is freedom of speech. It is not. They recently had a case. Now we're going to get to Andrew Tate, but I'm going to just explain one thing about freedom of speech. With this girl telling this guy her freedom of speech for him to kill himself. That was her freedom. She could say it, what he does, right? Well, eventually he did. And then she went to court, and I don't know if she still sits in prison, but she went to prison for that. Now it's set precedent. So she was saying what was on her mind, freedom of speech. And then when it ends up by hurting someone, then it changes everything. You have these kids. I have to be careful on how I say it, actually. So YouTube doesn't take this down, but they have kids that tweet or tell their friends, I'm going to harm people. And then they do. They had the right to say it, right? They had the right to tweet it, right? You can't go look at them. They got the right. We have to be careful, guys, when we start trying to implement. Now, I know it's a fine line. So, when it comes to freedom of speech and everybody fighting about what we can and can't say. And they say, if you start taking away this, then that's it. They'll start taking away everything. That's just not true. And let's get back to Andrew and the things that he say and why I agree with the fact that he should be taken off of all media sites. All he does is he spews hate. That's all he does. Everything that comes out of his mouth is hatred. He says the opposite. Matter of fact, his goodbye message that he did, that I watched all of it, he says that people take his content and they reverse it. And they make him look bad. And that's why all this is happening. No, Andrew. Matter of fact, it's the opposite. People take your content. The way I started listening to Andrew Tate is because I would hear inspirational things with music behind it on TikTok and him being super loud and aggressive and just straightforward. That I'm like, oh, shoot, who is this guy? Then my daughter texted me just the other day and said, do you know Andrew Tate? And I'm like, yeah, I know Andrew Tate. And I was thinking from social media. He's like, yeah, from Big Brother. And I'm like, wait, he played Big Brother? So I didn't know that. That's just a little side info. So let me give you some of the things that Andrew Tate says. Like, he is a straight idiot. Straight idiot. Now, some of them, yes, freedom of speech, go ahead, man. When you say that, and I think he really believes it. When I go to hell and the devil says it's time to burn, I ain't burning, I'm a man. I'm gonna whip his ass. Like, I think that he really believes this. He called out Jake Paul. He would get his ass handed to him. I'm not a fan of Jake Paul either, but he would get his ass handed to him. It's just a publicity stunt, like we see time and time again from these type of people. He says in one of his videos, and I may post it behind this, that he would never give a man mouth to mouth if he was dying. Never. You know why? Because he's not gay. That is... Wait. What? Who listens to this? Who is truly fans of this guy? So you're not going to save someone's life if it's a man because you're not gay. That shows right there that he's homophobic. It shows you a step of who he is as a person. He says that if you... And I think this is really him, by the way, guys. I don't think this is an act. He says if you're his girlfriend, that's yours. And I get that, because you'll be like in a relationship and you'll be like, oh, you're mine and I'm yours. You know, we're together. That means I'm going to be with nobody else. You can be with nobody else. I have you, you have me. You're mine. I'm yours. Well, he takes it to the whole level. He says that If you're mine, I own you. And if you do OnlyFans or something like that, you're giving me a percentage because you're mine. Okay, Andrew, okay. How about the cheating thing? Oh, no, that's different. It's totally different. If a man cheats on a woman, it's exercise. If he truly loves that woman, it's exercise. But if she cheats on him, oh man, this guy, man, I started doing more and more research on him after the fact. Now that's freedom of speech. If you want to sound like a dumbass, that's freedom of speech. But when you start being super hurtful, so man owns $100 million yacht. He got that yacht because he paid for it. Woman, I don't really understand this for this one, but we'll go with it. Woman wants to go in the yacht. Makeup. Wait, the woman don't own the yacht. If the woman wants to work her ass off to get the money to buy the yacht, she buys the yacht. A woman can't go into a boat store and say, hey, look at me, makeup, I want to buy a boat now. Like, it's stupid, some of the things he just, I don't know if he is just that dumb or he can't word what he's trying to word the right way. And in his video, he says that he is going to start wording things differently. Andrew, if you're watching this, I don't think that's possible. I mean, the reason he's successful is because he says stupid stuff like that. And we like stupid sometimes. Sometimes we watch stupid, we like stupid, and that's our fault in a whole. This guy's worth $20 million now because he's stupid. Now he says that he'd take on anybody, and you're not a man if you can't do 500 push-ups and things like that. This guy, man, he's just, it's crazy to me, the things that I've just heard. And I went back and I listened to, he doesn't think that a woman can fly an airplane. Oh no, he says they can fly. But if you're going through the eye of a storm, who do you want, a man or a woman? I want the more qualified. That's for damn sure. I want the most tenured. I want the one that flew planes for 40 years. If that's the woman, that's what I want. If you ask me, if I'm going through it, the eye of a storm, which is already stupid because pilots just don't do that. They go around storms. So yeah, Andrew Tate, banned from social media. I think he's hurtful. And I think he's full of hate. I think he's constantly, his view towards women is hatred. And they're like an object. Like I have four kids, yes. I have 3 daughters. I have a mama that's still living, and I'm 49. And she's the best thing ever. Matter of fact, this behind me is okra. This is what she loves behind me. I would easily die for any one of my children, even my son. I would easily die for my children, the women. I would die for my cousins, the women. And then he says, I pay for every meal. Ladies, if you ever go out on a date with this guy, you need to pay. You need to show him. He was on, even Dave Portnoy, he was on his podcast and he was like, I don't think that's right. He said the smartest people in the world are men, men are very important. Men built this country, for sure. But why did they do it? They did it for the one they love. They did it for that woman in their life. They ain't very, very seldom do you have a man, a powerful man, without a powerful woman next to him. If you don't see it, you better believe it's there. I don't know why we having these fights on men and the importance of men and women and the importance of women. This is what we're fighting about these days. Somebody downgrading man, somebody downgrading woman. I don't understand why that's even a fight. We were created, man, woman, to be together. So let's not separate that. And I think that Andrew tries to separate that. I think that he thinks in his head that men are super superior and women are absolutely nothing. And when you have someone like that constantly spewing these things that all you need is makeup, then these children that grow up, that's 14 years old, that's listening to you, that has self-esteem problems, may hurt themselves because of you. That's the problem for me. My daughter watching your bullshit. Call me out. Yeah, I know you're a 4-time kickbox champion. I get it. But if I knew for a fact that someone like you hurt my daughter, I'm coming for you. And I don't wake up at 5 or 4:49 and start doing push-ups. This guy keeps a machete next to his bed. A machete. And then someone says, why do you do that? And he says, why wouldn't you do that? It shows you that he's a homophobic, scared little boy. That's what it shows you. And that's what it is. I might have Andrew Tate fans. I'm sure I have Andrew Tate fans. I hope you hear what I'm saying, the stupid things that this guy says. And, yeah, I mean, you follow him, you want to follow him, that's all up to you. But I wanted to do a little video on what I thought about who he is as a person and his suspension from social media. And I agree with it. I think it was necessary. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate on that. But again, someone like that could hurt my child. So when you have children and you start thinking deeply like that, then it changes your whole view on when people say things that could actually physically, he may not physically do it with his hand, but he does it with this. That's all I got for you guys. Until next time, go to Enhanced Reality, subscribe. I'm going to do more videos on Andrew Tate on that channel if you want to see more. That's all I got. Keep hope alive.